go again as I bob my head. I'm just bobbing my head, Doubles. Just bobbing it. Just bobbing it, ready to make some money. Money!
Yes, sir.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's get that chart thing going on. Let's get that chart thing going on over there. What are we looking for? What are we looking for? We're looking for that chart. The chart. Let's go to the chart right there. That's what we want. We want that right there. There we go. There we go. There we go again. WENA. See that little descending triangle right there, Doubles? Mm-hmm. That aged well. WENA went up quite a bit after that descending triangle, 160%. And of course, we gave it to the Discord. Ladies and gentlemen. Yo, what's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one and only indelible one.
DBL Nick's in the house.
And of course, we have the secret weapon. She is nowhere else but on our stream. She is the stunk queen herself. We call her DBL Bombs. And there you go. It's not a show until we get a... Right, exactly. We got to get that first before it's a show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and do what this dear gentleman is going to tell you right now.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Ooh, that hurts. Do that ring thing again.
Ring that bell icon.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, please do that because it hurts him. It hurts him, I tell you. For real. It does. Okay, if you're not following us on x.com, a.k.a. Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, you can follow us on Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And of course, we are going to be streaming on social media right now. And then when we're done with the social media streaming, we will continue our stream on our private Discord. You are invited to come and join us, ladies and gentlemen. You're invited to come and join us. And there is a link in the description and in the pinned comment to do a 5-day trial on the Discord, where it's a lot more serious and more intense and more in depth. It's going to cost $1 for 5 days, and then after that, if you decide to stay, it's $39.99. Low price. Frank says hello. Good morning, Frank. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, it's time to jam. Let's get right into it. So, Weenie. Is it Weenie or WENA?
WENA.
I'm going to call it Weenie just because I like to call it a weenie. And remember, folks, you put your mustard on your weenie. Not your burger. Florida's got it wrong. That's one thing they got wrong with the burgers. They put mustard on their burgers. You don't put mustard on your burgers. You put mustard on your weenie. I'm just saying. Particularly Nathan's or Hebrew National. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. JagX gets compliance just now. The news is out. JagX, J-A-G-X, compliance with the one and only Nazidaki. They must have did a reverse split because their float's 4.84 million. Their float is usually way higher than that. We'll keep an eye on it. There's not a lot of volume on it right now, but it did get compliance with Nazidaki, so we'll check it out. Doubles. We'll check it out, right? We're going to check it out. All right, let's go and take a look at some other tickers other than WENA, but let's go to WENA first. I'm going to call it Weenie. Weenie. So here's the deal. It has been basically friends with the trend, but it has been quite the choppy ticker. So we'll get a little graffiti pencil out and do one of these joints. And yes, it is still doing this, and it is also doing that. So maybe we can go and do something like that afterwards. Hopefully. But let's see. You know, it's very choppy. We also had what was the other one? What was the one that had like the weird price action? OPTX. Very odd. This ticker went up like 232% pre-market, right? 232%. Now it's up 222%. And this is the 1 minute chart. Let's go to the 5 minute. And maybe we could do a little bit of graffiti action on this sucker right there. We got a little trend action going over here. And maybe we could make it a little beak like that. Let's get rid of the old drawings. Remove. Boom. There you go. There you go. All right, so you got a little beak action going on. We'll keep an eye on you, OPTX. You're a little funkydelic, but we'll take a look at you. We'll check you out. AIEV, another runner. AIEV. AIEV. Let's get some specifics on AIEV. It's currently up 66%. I want it to be up 69%. Mama, put the chancleta down. Put it down. I tell you, the red one and the pink one, put it down. Down. Come on now. Come on. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on with AIE. It should be AEIOU. And sometimes why? I should stick to just the charts, right? Yeah, I know. But that would be cool if they had a stock that was AEIO. AEIO. You. And sometimes why? Yeah. I'm just saying. It would be cool. It would be cool.
It would be cool.
All right, let's go a little zoom on this sucker right here. Let's go zoom. Let's do a little chart action first. We got that top wick. I don't like that top wick doubles. I don't like that. But maybe we got a little bit going on like here with maybe get a little bit of a bull pennant. Can we have a bull pennant? Maybe something like this, something like that. But it's got to really get some volume to be really schmexy because I don't trust you. But let's see what's going on with it. Does it have any news? Notification filed by a national security exchange to report the removal from listing and registration of matured, redeemed, or retired securities. Oh, it's a delist play. Oh, scroll down, please. Float is quite the chunky one at 46 million. Thickness, volume is kind of low. Not particularly attractive. I'm sorry, you're not my type. I'm sorry. We could talk about RIVN. I traded this in after hours yesterday. It went up 72%, DBL bombs. 72%. Okay, so RIVN, this little critter had like resistance right over here at like 18 and then resistance at 1848. And there was like a really, really sticking point right around 1840 right over here. So let's go ahead and take a graffiti line and put one at 1840 because I remember it was a bit of a sticking point yesterday for this particular stonk. Right, this particular stonk right here, it had a little bit of a sticking point right there. So let's go ahead and zoom in and we'll talk a little bit about RIVN, R-I-V-N, and what's the dealio with them. They entered into a deal with Volkswagen. What analysts are saying about the blockbuster Rivian deal. That's the story. Now, the float on this sucker is quite the chunky one. It's thick, I tell you. It's thick at 815 million shares. And the volume's only at 15 million volume. So the volume is low. It's currently up 37%. It was up 72%. Because of its thickness, it formed what would look like a Head and Shoulders. We don't like Head and Shoulders doubles. We like those double bottoms. We like those bottom tails. We go hunting for them. We go to the Serengeti hunting for stonks every day. Yeah. Or a gazelle. It don't matter. It don't matter. Either way. A gazelle or a stonk. Either one. But you can see that it formed that Head and Shoulders and came down. And that's what I don't like about these thick stonks, DBL. I don't like those thick stonks because they tend to do flusheroos like what you see over here. Okay, but I did make some money with it. You know, it's nothing particularly exciting. Let's go take a look at VLCN. This is a ticker that has been running for a couple of days. We did a video on it 2 days ago, just before its parabolic run yesterday of 160%, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we called it in the Discord. The link's in the description. The link is in the description, ladies and gentlemen, to join the Discord and try it out for $1 for 5 days. Yeah, I'm just saying, DBL Moms. I'm just saying. DBL Moms is lonely. Go ahead and join. She'll be there. Say hello. Hello. Okie dokie. And she's the one that did the video. She's so cute. She's just a baby. She's just a baby, I tell you. Okay, so then we had the China stock, CHNR. And that ticker ran earlier on No News as well. On No News, right? CHNR? No News? No news. No. It's just a Chinese stock, you know. China Natural Resources Inc. It don't matter what it does. Just a little bit of a bumpy, and then there's usually a little bit of a dumpy. All right, so here's the deal. Float, 4 million. Volume, 4 million. So not a lot of volume, but it went up. It went up, and currently it's up 23 cents. We'll keep an eye on it, because sometimes you can make a little bit of cashola with the little bit of a pumpies and dumpies, of course. By the way, this is not financial or stock advice. We're not stock or financial advisors. This is just a show, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. It's just a show. Just a show. All righty. And a little bit of humor, a little bit of stock conversation, you know, things like that. And if you guys want us to check out a couple of stocks, let us know. We will check them out. CLIR also moving a bit, up 90 cents on very light volume. Let's go get a little bit of a line created here by the graffiti pencil. It's the important graffiti pencil. The pencil is very important. Boom. So there's your resistance area at 90 cents. Let's see if there's any news on this particular stock. It is 38 million float. 96,000 volume, very low, and it says that Clear Sign Technologies announces order of largest burner sold to date. Wow, let's see what that means. Open it up, ladies and gentlemen. Okie dokie. So they are an emerging leader in industrial combustion and sensing technology that improve energy, operational efficiency, and safety while dramatically reducing emissions. Announces a burner sale from the horizontally fired process burner product line. Okay, well, whatever. You just don't have a lot of people buying into the stock right now, but it is up. It is up 19%. So, okay. All right. You got to prove yourself to me. AIEV, back at you. AIEV, not particularly interesting, but we'll keep an eye on it. It broke below the pennant, so that's not really that attractive. Let's go to the videotape for WENA. I would have to say that's probably the most movable stonk right now, but even that's kind of choppy. A whole lot of top tails. We don't like top tails doubles.
We like the bottom tail.
Because that's where the action's at. It's in the bottom. Tails, yeah. And of course, double bottoms. We like double bottoms. DBL moms, I'm a fan of double bottoms.
1 month in this is VLCN needs volume low float.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Juan, what's up, Juan? How you doing? Let's go to VLCN. Let's go and talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about VLCN. So it's up 36%. The float is a micro mini skirt float, 225,000 shares. Volume 2.5 million. So we got 10x on the volume, and the float is micro mini. I like those micro mini skirt floats. They really perked me up, doubles. Yeah. And speaking of perking up, it's time for some Tierra Cubana. Some ice espresso. It needs volume. There's not a heck of a lot of volume on it right now. Not a lot. 29,000 shares. That's it. Now, we can go to a longer time frame and make it look a little bit more Shamaxe, but this is a 30-minute time frame. 30-minute, you can see 30-minute, 10-day, 30-minute, 10-day, and it is forming a pennant, but there's no volume. So, and it's a longer time frame, doubles. But it is forming a pennant. We could go like that. It just looks like it ain't ready yet. You know, it gave us a lot. It was like it was up 220% yesterday. The day after we did the video and called it. I don't want to brag or anything like that. As I file my nails, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Doubles. I don't want to brag or nothing, but 220%. Some guys call 10% runners and call it a win. I'm just saying. You know, everybody knows size counts. I'm just saying. Oh, I went there. The size of the parabolic move counts. I'm just saying. That's what I meant. What were you guys thinking out there? Come on now. Get your brain out of the gutter. Come on. You're better than that. OPTT. Oh, and I gave you an R. Why not? OPTT. Boom. All right. That sucker is an 18-cent ticker, up 28%. A little bit of thickness on the float. But again, it's an under dollar stock. So, okay, you got it past 58 million. Float, 32 million. Ocean Power Technologies reaches agreement in principle for delivery of multiple unmanned surface vehicles to U.S. government. Okay. All right. Okay. Sounds good to me. That was 8 o'clock. Brought it to 27. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
Let's take a look at the 5 minute. And on the 5 minute, I mean, it's kind of trending upward. But we got that horrible top wick right there. It is a very inexpensive stock, which tends to be extremely volatile. Let's take a look at it on the 1 minute. See if we can garner any information from it. Still, it's trending up. It's trending up. I mean, we could say maybe we got a little bit of a pattern going on over here. Maybe a little bit of a pattern, a little bit of a pennant. If it continues, ooh, I missed my line right there. Let me fix my line. I'm gonna fix it right there. How's that? It don't look too good. It needs to be repaired. Okay, you know what we do? We put a circle on it just in case we get the auto body shop to come fix the point. You know what I mean? Right over here. Boom. All right, the auto body shop will fix it. But here's the deal. It's got to keep trending upward and then break out like this. And I don't know if it'll do that. Let's get the other graffiti pencil. I don't know if it will do that because it is got very little volume. Not a lot of volume for a very thick stonk. But we'll keep an eye on you, OPTT. We'll keep an eye on you. Back to WENA. Yo, WENA. What's up, WENA? What you doing? What are you doing, WENA? Now, it moved quite a bit, you know. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it broke down. But it is still in that consolidation mode. I don't like when things consolidate too long. It's kind of like they cook too much and they burn. You know what I mean? They kind of burn. But it is consolidating. We'll readjust our graffiti pencil over here, and let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and clean up this chart a little bit. Let's get rid of that. Right there. Come on, right there, and that right there. So we got consolidation going on. We could put another drawing on here. We could go like this, maybe, something like that, maybe still. But again, it is super extended when we narrow it down a little bit. And when we go ahead and put it on a 5 minute.
5 minute.
Let's go to the 5 minute. Let's zoom in a little bit. Right there. You can see that the price action has been moving for quite a while. But it is consolidating. We need to see volume so that it can break into the upside. It is unclear at this point whether we will have a pullback or a move up. So what's cooking with WENA? I'll tell you. Let me tell you. You asked? I'll tell you. A new medical ink secures a key patent in Europe for human glothogene RNA slice variant and protein. Proteina. Float is only 5 million. Volume 5 times that. No, 4 times that. 21 million. But you got all these top tails on the 5 minute, and we don't like top tails, ladies and gentlemen.
We like the bottom.
It's all about the bottom tail. So if you want to impress me, show me some bottom tail. Show me your bottom tail. I'm just saying. Right, DBL moms? Mm-hmm. All about the bottom tail. And you want to show me a double bottoms? That's schmexy too. That is schmexy. Time for some espresso. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit, we're warming up. We're waiting for something to be a little more, how should I put it? Schmexy. We want something that's more schmexy. Okay, so we had another runner that we called earlier in the morning. It was BJ. DX. Psych. See how I did that? BJ. Psych. Yo, DBL. How you doing? You all right? Yeah. All right. DBL's good. All right, we're going to get rid of some of these old graffiti lines. Let's do that. Clear the drawings. Yes. Okay, so here's the deal. It went up 100% on very light volume, and then it went around the corner and down the toilet. What have you done for me lately? BJ. DX, what's up? Yo. BJ. DX, come on now. You got to do better than that. Not schmexy at all. Okay, but we did have 2 runners so far this morning. 3 runners if you count OPTX, which went up 260%. So we had WENA, 160%. Yo, is there a theme? Like we got a stock called WENA. Like there's always a theme. Sometimes it's an electric vehicle. Sometimes it's electric batteries. Sometimes it's electric power. Sometimes it's artificial intelligence. But today, what's the pattern? One stock is called BJDX. The other one's called WENA. Just saying.
I mean,
BJDX. The other one's WENA. I'm not saying nothing, but if you think you know, put it in the chat. I'm trying to piece it together because I'm not that smart. You know, I'm schmexy, and I know it, but I'm not that smart. We got a stock called BJDX that went up 101%. And then we got another stock called WENA that went up 160%. So BJDX and WENA. I'm just saying. Is it like an AI stock? Is it a 5G stock or something else? Something else. It might be something else. Might be. Back to WENA. Back to WENA. All right. Still consolidating. Still in the cone of indecision. I made that up, by the way. Yeah. Sounds good, though, right?
The cone.
It's the cone of indecision. It's consolidating in the zone. In the zone, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
Let's go to the 1 minute. See what's going on with this, because this is probably the best show in town, and it ain't that schmexy at this point. You're not schmexy right now. You need some volume. Do I see a little bit of a break on the 1 minute? But that's, on light volume still. It's still on light volume. It is consolidating. It is the second leading gainer behind OPTX. I just don't feel comfortable with OPTX because it was moving kind of odd earlier. It was moving kind of odd. So OPTX is the leader. It does have 6 million volume, and the float is 6 million. So it's moving on very light movement, and it's currently up 208%. That is true, but there's no news on it. No news on it. Let's see. Is there Syntec Optics secured a 1.3 million order for micro lens array, forecasts more orders of 3.2 million. This was June 11th. And it is a float of 6 million, and the volume, the volume now is 6.66. 666. Today is a weird day. We got stocks called WENA and BJDX running, and this stunk right here, OPTX, has a volume of 666. Okay, back to WENA. I don't like this one that much. I think it's going to do a little flusheroo. That's what I think. Yeah, I'm just getting the vibe. Not financial advice, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a show. It's not stock advice. It's just a show. I'm just saying. WENA. Oh, looky here. I turn my eye away from you, WENA, and you start to push and pump. WENA, you're up 165%. Oh, very nice. 167. Let's watch WENA get bigger and bigger. WENA. No top tails, bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking for the bottom tails. Let's go to the 5 minute.
5 minutes.
Doubles, you're a little bit slow on this one. When I say 5 minute, you're supposed to go up. When I say 5 minute, you're supposed to go up. Doubles. Oh, you're a bad boy. Doubles is a bad boy.
5 minutes.
The 5 minute chart, ladies and gentlemen, 167% on WENA. It broke out. Oh, looky here. We had some consolidation, and then we had that lovely little pennant, and it actually worked out. We liked that. So we called it descending wedge, and it broke out. We called the pennant, and it worked out. Okay, now hold the price action. Let's get the graffiti pencil. Let's put a level over here where the resistance is, which is the high of the day, 449, right over there. Yeah, it's a top wick on the 5. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, we're going to zoom into it. Zoom. It's pulling back. Hey, listen, the pullback is not necessarily horrible if it can hold. Let's say we would want it to hold right around here. Hold right there. And if you can make it into a bottom tail, or a new candle, that's okay too. we got 450, 172%, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Let's create some levels. Let's get some levels here. We got 173%. You're starting to get very interesting. WENA. You're getting very schmexy, Wiener. You're getting schmexy with your news of a key patent in Europe for human glothogene RNA slice variant and proteina. And of course, you got a low float. We like low floats of 5 million, and we love volumes of 23 million shares.
All right,
yeah.
What about EFTR?
EFTR we'll check out in a second because right now the WENA is moving. That is a delisting play, that ticker, if I remember correctly. So we'll check it out. But right now we want to see it break through this level over here of 449. It hit 453. It's forming a top tail red on the 5 minute. But this could just be a pullback. It could be just a pullback. So let's keep a peeper on it. Let's go to a longer time frame and see if we can garner some info, some intel on the WENA. Let's see what we can get from the WENA. Let's go. Let's go to the WENA. Okay, nothing on the 4. Let's go to the 5, the 1 year. 1 year chart. Let's go to that one. Boom. Let's go to that one. Let's see if we can see anything whatsoever. This ticker must be a recent IPO because there's not a lot of info on it. And it had a high over here of $2.20 right over here. So we'll put a level on that. Let's go to the shorter time frame. 5 minute. 5 minutes. So it is in blue sky territory, I would suppose, but it is pulling back. So we'll come back to it. What is that ticker that we had a request on? What was it?
EFTR.
And I'm pretty sure this is a delist type of a situation. Delist. Let's go ahead and clear the chart of the old drawings. Let's go right into it. So this is the 5 minute. Let's get to the 1 minute. All right, so here's the dealio. What's the dealio on this? Okay, 4 million float, volume only 2 million, and I'm pretty sure that this is a delist stonk. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it is a delist stonk, and if it is, it would be super risky. It does not particularly look terribly schmexy on the 5 minute. You could see that it sold off dramatically, and we would need to see a curl. You know, maybe a dead cat bounce. But again, if I am correct and it is a delist, this is a super risky stonk to play with. And when you got your WENA over here, moving parabolic, you got this going this away. I'm gonna get my little pencil out. You got this one going this away. You see? I'm gonna make my little arrow. You see? It's going like that, right? You tell me. This is the WENA. Right? Which went up with BJDX. It went up, all right? And then you got EF, what was the other one? TR. And this one went this away. All right? I'm not just saying, you know? I mean, I don't know. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm just saying one went one way. The other one went the other way. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute. I'll create some levels on EFTR. So let's get some levels of support and resistance here. So we got some support right here. Boom. We got support right there. We got some support right there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in on this sucker. And you can see there's not a lot of volume. We don't like when there's not a lot of volume. We like volume. Volume is important, I tell you. It makes me feel schmexy. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I should have some espresso ice. Some more levels of resistance over here for EFTR. Let's go check it out. Right there. So these are your key levels.
Yes, sir.
Key levels. But at the end of the day, what we need to see is some volume. Volume. Look at that drop on that 5 day, right? So if in fact I'm correct, which I'm not 100% sure because I don't have it in front of me, but if this is a D-list, some people might be trying to trade this on the idea that the shorts need to cover, and there might be a squeezy, nice and easy. Volume will dictate. Back to the WENA. I want some wiener with mustard.
Oh.
I want a wiener with mustard.
Another request.
It's running 180%.
Oh.
I will do the request in a second because wiener's running. Wiener's running 180%. 180%, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the wiener this morning. It's all about the wiener. BJDX let us down. The BJDX let us down. But the wiener, that wiener is going straight on up. It's pumping, it's pumping, it's pushing, it's pushing. It's squeezing, it's squeezing. It's nice and easy. Squeezy, squeezy, nice and easy, doubles.
Yes.
Say it, don't spray it.
Yes.
Say it, don't spray it, doubles. Squeezy, squeezy, nice and easy. And it's looking like it wants to reclaim the higher day. $4.71. Let's put a level over there. Let's put a level over there, ladies and gentlemen. The humanity of it. It is super extended on the 5-minute doubles. You could see right over here that it has entered the area of overbought, but it is still pumping and pumping, pushing and pushing. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see what's going on with the 1 minute. 1 minute. We're looking, and it looks like it's still pushing and pushing, pumping and pumping. And we got another. We could do like a little graffiti thing over here, right here. It's got another trend going on right here, like another one. So if it stays above this trend, maybe we could have some action. But we have 3 top tails on the 1 minute. We don't like that. We like the bottom tail. So we would need to stay on this support area right around here and bounce back up. That would be lovely. That would be lovely if it could do that. But these are 3 top tails in the 1 minute. We don't like that. Let's see what the 5 minute looks like. And you know what we always say, doubles. Yes, you went up 180%. Wiener. But you prematurely said it, doubles. You prematurely said it about wiener. You did. You prematurely said it. But what have you done for me lately, wiener? You went up 180%, but now you're showing me 2 top tails. We don't like top tails. It's always about the bottom tails. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but come on now, ladies and gentlemen. If you love bottom tails, say it in the chat. Bottom tail, bottom tail. It's all about the bottom tail, bottom tail, bottom tail. Look at my arrow. Wow, my arrow looks really cool when you extend it. It's like one of these little funky artistic ones with one wing longer than the other wing. You know? It's like a chicken wing that's longer than the other chicken wing. You know what I mean? One chicken. And why do chicken wings, like buffalo wings, why do they look like drumsticks? Why is that? Why not? I don't get it. I mean, it looks like a drumstick. I'm just saying.
Now you're making me hungry.
I know. Me too. Yeah. But I'm gonna have some espresso ice. Yeah. It's amazing where my mind goes. It's amazing.
Sosa asks, what are the bottom tails?
What is a bottom tail? That is a great question. That is a question. Let's do some graffiti on this sucker. A bottom tail is a candle that looks kind of like, I'm going to try to draw it. How about that? All right, so let's say you got a candle and a candle. I'm making a little bit of a candle over here. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, I'm like really artistic here. And a little bit of this over here, like that right there, right? So we got that. Ooh, up. I got to close my little box over here. Up. It's kind of messed up.
That's fine.
I didn't have anything in my espresso. It's just I can't draw. All right, so there's your candle. And a bottom tail is the wick that goes on the bottom right there. And what that's showing me is that the momentum is moving upward. It's watch, I'm really drawing like crazy today. Boom. Come on. You can do it. Boom. So it's showing that the momentum is moving upward. And it's showing that there is more fervor with the buyers. Yay. The momentum is on the buyer side rather than the seller side. Yay. So if we go ahead and do a little zoom over here, you can see that top tails oftentimes result in upward movement. So bottom tails, that is. Bottom tail, upward movement. Top tail, sometimes not, top tails are usually downward movement, so you can see the next candle was red. So a bottom tail shows that there's movement upward. That's what that means. How's that? And I did it in a very artistic way. I am such a artiste with these graffiti pencils. I really am. Yeah, I know. I'm turning you on, aren't I? I'm making you randy, aren't I, DBL moms? Aren't I? I know. Let's talk about wiener right now. Let's talk about wiener. So it's got a double top tails. 2 top tails right here, which could potentially be deemed a double top on the 5 minute. So we could see a pullback. That's okay. I mean, it ran quite a bit. It gets a little tired after running like that. And I did a little bit of a marathon up to 180%. Again, I still say, what have you done for me lately? But it needs to maintain, at the very least, support right over here. At the very least, if it can stay here, even better. But if it can maintain support at 435, that's wonderful. And if we could see a bounce upward, maybe we will have an A, B, C, D. But we are getting close to the 920 mark, 930 mark. And a lot of times these tickers will sell off at the bell because people were holding them the night before, right? And WENA started running the night before. It started running the night before. On news that there was an acquisition deal. It used to be called Redwood Acquisition Corp. And that was on June 21st. So it ran a little bit yesterday. Maybe somebody knew something there. Doubles? Maybe. Maybe somebody knew something there. Maybe. So that's the story with WENA. Let's go ahead and see if there's something else going on. So let's go back to that weirdo ticket, OPTX. And it's just consolidating. It's consolidating. Okay, I'm not really that interested in that ticker. Not really. We're going to go and take a look. Ooh, MLGO is moving. This ticker has moved for a couple of days. Let's go see what's going on with MLGO. Is it getting schmaxy? Oh. So let's zoom in on this one. And we could see way back when it formed a inverted head and shoulders and shot up. And then it formed a bull pennant and shot up. And now it's curling upward again. Curl. 18%, ladies and gentlemen. Float 1 million. Volume 670. It is 670,000. It is a continuation play, which is always risque. It's always risque. I wonder if MLGO has a shelf registration. If it has a shelf registration, it could potentially do a flusheroo with dilution. I don't know if that's the case or not. I'm not looking right now. I'm just talking out loud. I get a little worried when a ticker runs too long. But it is moving up 19%. And MLGO, you have been a lovely stonk for the past couple of days. And much respect to you. But at this point, what have you done for me lately? I want to see 100%er. This is not the channel for the 10%ers. No. I would be embarrassed to show you a 10%er, ladies and gentlemen. We have to have 100%, 200%, and maybe even a 300%. Or more.
Next up is OPTT. That is one that has been requested.
OPP. You know me. OPP, other people's money. Other people's property. Other people's property. Other people's. Never mind. Never mind. This is an X-rated. I mean a G-rated show. G-rated. Because we the OGs right here.
Oh boy.
All right. So here's the story. Too many wicks over here. I don't like those wicks. They make me a little dizzy. Here's what's really concerning. It is potentially a pennant, but you got a lot of indecisive upper wicks, which is suggesting top tails.
We like the bottom tails.
We like the bottom tails because it's suggesting to me that the sellers are selling and they are in control. They're mostly selling and the buyers are saying, you know what, I'm not that interested. So you got this huge, ugly, disgusting top tail over here. You got another candle with a top tail. You got another top tail, another top tail, big red, that's like an in-between tail. Top tail, doji candle over here. So you got a lot of indecisiveness going on. Not a lot of volume, I don't think. Let's go take a look at the videotape. OPTT up 27%. It's a 17-cent stock. It is a heavy floated stock. Again, under $1, so we'll forgive you for being heavy. 58 million. It does have news. Float only 43 million. It'll need volume to really get it moving. But the news is 8 o'clock, Ocean Power Technologies reaches agreement in principle for delivery of multiple unmanned surface vehicles to the U.S. government. So it has news, and it's trying to form a bottom tail. All right, so we do have this pennant over here, which suggests that maybe we could get some action out of it. And we have our little arrow over here. So if volume comes in, maybe it can move. But it is going to be very volatile because it's one of those cheapy penny stocks. And those cheapy penny stocks, they could be very shricky. Very shricky. Y'all know what I mean? And the attention seems to be on the WENA right now. I'm just saying, on the WENA.
Next up is VSEE, Victor Sierra Echo Echo.
VSEE. Ooh, yucky, yucky. Yucky, yucky. Ooh, ooh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. No volume. Let's see what the last candle got. The last candle got 100 shares. Oh, my goodness. Let's read about it. Well, the float is low, which is good, 3 million. But there's only 7.3 thousand shares exchanging hands. Digital Health Acquisition Corp. Sounds to me like they closed the business. Yeah, it must have been a SPAC. On June 24th, they closed a business combination and became VC Health Inc. All right, so it's a business combination, and we have a stock right now, which is a business combination, which is the WENA stock.
WENA.
So there's always the possibility that you get some sympathy if you get some volume, because this is a business combination stock, and the last business combination stock was WENA.
WENA.
The WENA. The WENA. Yeah, and the WENA was also a business combination of a medical type of a business. So with VSSE, we got the same thing. VSEE appears to be a health-related merger combination, but it just doesn't have the volume. So let's go ahead and zoom in. We'll create some key levels for this sucker. So you got support right over here. Let's go get the graffiti pencil. Right there, right there. Boom. Support at 667-ish. Right? You got right there. Support again over there. Right there, because there goes your little tiny candle. It's like an itsy-bitsy candle. It's like a baby. It's a baby candle, ladies and gentlemen. Baby candles. So here's your resistance all over here. Over here. So you need a lot of volume to make this schmexy. But it does have that business combination story, which kind of fits the story of WENA, which is running in the AM, right? And WENA is actually coiling, I tell you. It's coiling. It's going to test the higher day, ladies and gentlemen. It's pumping, it's pumping. The WENA is getting bigger. The WENA is getting larger. Look at that candle. Ah, psych. I'm talking about the candle. Ha ha. I got you. Ha ha. Ha ha. Let's zoom in on this sucker. Let's zoom in. Can we have a bottom tail? This is a 5-minute chart, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, in the 5-minute chart, we're showing that the stonk is in the overbought region. Let's go to 1 minute.
1 minute.
We'll check the RSI on the 1 minute. And the RSI on the 1 minute is starting to move into the overbought area, but it's not all the way up. It is forming a top tail. We got some significant resistance right at the 471, which was the previous high. It's breaking 471. We got 187%, ladies and gentlemen. 187%. If we get some volume doubles, you know what happens, right? It's going to pump and pump. Push and push. Squeezy, squeezy, nice and easy. It needs some volume, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Right now, 130,000 shares exchanging hands. The specifics on WENA are as follows. Float, 5 million. And now the volume has shot up even more to over 26 million. So you got over 5 times the volume. It is super extended. There might be some profit taking at the bell or just before the bell. That's very common. Not financial advice, not stock advice. I'm not a financial planner. This is not stock advice. I'm not a stock advisor. I'm just schmexy doubles. I'm a schmexy and I know it. A schmexy and I know it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. All right. So it's pumping, it's pumping. It's pushing. Ladies and gentlemen, we might end up with a bottom tail. We might. It's trying. Oh, little baby bottom tail, and it is going up. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some movement here. 190%, ladies and gentlemen. 190% on the WENA. Yeah, the WENA is moving, baby. It's moving. It's pumping. We are currently up 190%, and it is now 192. Do we get 200? If we get 200, would you kindly share the stream? Can I have a witness?
Yes.
Dangerous. Top wick. We don't want no top wick. We don't want no top tail. We want a bottom tail. Give me some bottom tail. New high of the day. Let's go get the graffiti pencil out. $4.83. $4.83, ladies and gentlemen. $4.83. Very impressive. It is certainly in the overbought area of the RSI on the 1 minute. You can see it right over there. But you still have a couple of juicy green candles, even though this is a baby red candle. And again, not particularly unusual to have a pullback. The stock has to catch its breath, doubles. Doubles.
Yay.
It's got to catch its breath. And it's giving me the beginnings of a potential bottom tail. A potential bottom tail. That's what we're looking for. But we want this bottom tail over here to become green. Otherwise, it can pull back. Okay, so you got the 9 EMA, which is also another support area. And if it can hold the 9, I would say that maybe we get another push upward, right? Another push upward. Yeah. If it can hold at the 9 EMA, we could possibly see an A, B, C, D pattern going on. Like so, A to B to C to D, like that, right? Like zoom, 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 like that. Okay, so that's what we're hoping to see. We got significant resistance at 471, which was a previous high. And then you got resistance at the high of the day, 483. And you got support so far at the 9 EMA, which is 464. We want to see it bounce up, do a bouncy. This is the 1 minute chart. Let's take a look at the 5 minute.
5 minute.
And when we look at the 5 minute, we're going to have to zoom into it. Let's go into it, ladies and gentlemen. We're zooming in, and you can see it is straddling and hugging and caressing the 464, but we need to see it bounce off of that. Let's see if the 5 minute candle can become a bottom tail. That's what we want. It's a bottom tail red. We want a bottom tail green. I don't want to be too demanding, but I need to have a bottom tail green. If you want to have my love, WENA, you must give me a bottom tail green. There doesn't seem to be enough volume just yet. Not a lot of volume. It is a low floater. Let's see what's going on with the volume. Let's take a peeky weeky. All right, so it has been moving up steadily since this morning. A few minutes ago, we said it was over 25 million. Now it's over 26 million and a half almost. 26 million and a half. So the volume is very juicy. The float is only 5 million. It's quickly climbing to 6x volume over float. We like that. Yeah, that's schmexy, but this is a super extended stonk on the 5 minute. Let's take a look at that. Look at how extended it is, right? Look at that. Looky here. Yeah. It's super extended on the 5 minute, and if we look at it on the 1 minute, doubles, it's super extended on the 1 minute. So a pullback is not out of the question. It is trying to hold above the 464 support line over here. And it is respecting it so far, but we need to see some curl. I'd like to see this 9 EMA curl upward to show me that it's going to be an A, a B, a C, and a D. And it doesn't look like it's doing that. Right now it looks like it's pulling down to the 20. So not particularly attractive at the moment. We will come back to you, WENA, if you do the right thing by us. But right now, you're pulling back a little bit too much for my liking, and I am getting a little tired of this nonsense. You need to get your wiener together, okay? Get your wiener together. VLCN.
Yes.
VLCN. VLCN in the zone of decisiveness. I made that up. Doubles, I made that up. Yeah. But it is in a pennant. It's in a pennant, doubles. It's in a pennant. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Up. Zoom out a little bit. Up. Zoom out. There we go. All right, right there. Wait, zoom in, zoom out. Zoom out. All right, so it's in a pennant on the 5 minute. I think you know what it is? I think we did this on the 30 minute because it didn't have a lot of volume. There it goes. There we have it. Okay, so this is a 30 minute chart. And we can see that it's trying to break through this top area of the pennant. It's going to need some volume. We'll come and check you out. You had some nice runs. You ran 220% yesterday, and this morning you're up 48%. This is a micro mini skirt float. The ones I like the most, they're the micro mini skirts from the 60s. The micro mini skirt floats of the 60s. I'm just saying. The 60s must have been a fun time. I don't remember the 60s. I wasn't born yet. I was a baby. I tell you. 225,000 float. Baby float. Volume, 2.8 million. 2.8 million. Let's go to the 5 minute. 5 minute. So again, it is toying with this upper band right here, but it has not broken through it. So we'll come back and check you out. Yes, you've done some nice things in the past couple of days, but what have you done for me lately? That's what I'm saying. All right, we're going to go back to one other ticker, and then we're going to go back to WENA, AEIV. AEIV, and we thought that maybe it would potentially give us a pennant breakout. It didn't. It fell apart. Now it looks like maybe it's trying to do a cup and handle, but not very impressive. I'm not loving it. I'm loving WENA better. WENA. Let's see what's going on with WENA. Did you fall apart, or are you coming back? I think it needs to pull back. But I think that WENA could be a winner. The WENA winner. It could be the WENA. Is WENA going to be the WENA? Maybe. We'll see. Again, not financial advice, not financial or stock advice. I'm not a stock or financial advisor. I'm just schmexy, and I know it. Yeah. All right, so we got some levels of resistance over here at 464, 471, and of course the higher day, 483. What's that? Doubles. What
SMFL.
SMFL. Let's go to SMFL. SMFL is currently down about 1.5%. It is a micro mini float stock. That's nice. I like that. Micro mini, 77,000 shares, but it only has a volume of 15, and we could see that it's currently quite the barcoding type of situation. So it needs volume, I tell you. Volume. Here's your key levels of support. Your key levels of support over here, over there. And now we're going into some resistance right there, right over there. Boom. So those are your key levels. It needs volume. It's a micro mini skirt float. Yes. But it only has 15,000 shares being traded right now. It is only 77,000 shares. So it's a micro. It's like one of those really short skirts that goes right up to your neck. Oh. I'm just saying, like that. It's one of those. That's the story. And I'm keeping with it. Let's go to WENA. This is the most schmexy one, I think, right now. I mean, there is OPTX. I don't know, something about it. I don't like it. Maybe it'll prove me wrong, but it looks like it's forming. Let's get rid of some of these lines. Let's get rid of these drawings. Let's do it. See, we had that little thing that it looked like it was going to flush. Looky over here. We got, that's the wrong graffiti pencil. Boom. We got this over here. We got that over there. And we got this over there. All right, so on the 5 minute, it formed a head and shoulders. We don't like the head and shoulders because that could be indicative of that. We don't like that. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. You got the same thing over here. You got the same thing. You got a shoulder, head. And it looks like it wants to do flushy. We don't like that. So OPTX does not look schmexy to me. But WENA, if it can get above these resistance areas, and it too looks like it's forming a head and shoulders, so we could see a pullback, profit taking at the 9:30 bell. Yes. But so that's the story. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is the show. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do what this gentleman says, por favor.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you love when he says that?
What?
Ring that bell.
Oh.
Do it. It hoits me in a good way. If you're not following us on Twitter, x.com, it's called @CoachNickMoney.
@CoachNickMoney.
And if you're not following us on Twitch, it's @CoachNickMoney. @CoachNickMoney on Twitch. @CoachNickMoney on Twitch.
@CoachNickMoney.
All right, we're going to continue this show in our Discord. Of course, this Discord is a lot more intense and serious. We joke around a little bit there, but we get a little bit more deeper because we are serious traders. We're just having fun with you guys on the show. But we'll get into the critical indicators that we use, as well as other tools that we look at and how we pick and find our stocks, and we get really in depth with that. So we invite you to jump on our Discord. You could go ahead and use the link in the description or in the pinned comment to get a 5-day trial for just $1. It's well worth it. We call a lot of bangers a lot of times. Yes. And you can go ahead and check it out, and then it's $39.99 per month if you decide that you want to stay with us, which most people do. Right? Yes, all right. So That's the story. Make a lot of money. We'll see you in the Discord. If you join us, hopefully you do. You're invited. And it's Coach Nick Money.
DBL Mix.
And the Stunt Queen herself, the Stunt Queen DBL Moms.
Hey!
And there you go. And we want you to make a lot of money because I am Coach Nick Money in the house. Be greenable. We love you.